Right, well, as excitement builds for Christmas tomorrow, you're probably starting to think about what kind of prezzies you might just receive, but there's a good chance you won't necessarily like them all. And as you're about to see, for some, it can be pretty hard to, hide your disappointment.
What's the matter?
Do you like it?
No!
What?
This ain't the stuff I like! Banana! You got a banana! The avocado! Thanks!
Well, it seems like all you have to do is to give some fruit to get a good reaction, but there is a whole lot more to nailing the perfect gift face. Well, here to show us how is leadership and performance coach Steve Matthews. Steve, thanks for your time. Look, it's inevitable that everyone won't enjoy every present tomorrow. How important it is, though, that our reactions are good so we don't upset the people who are giving the gifting.
Yeah, I mean, of course, you don't want to offend people, I mean, we sort of have to go back a bit and look at, well, how did this gift giving come to take place at Christmas? Because originally it was like a winter solstice and people would give handmade gifts to each other, and then the three wise men, they give gifts to the baby Jesus. So this tradition of giving started to develop, but before you could go to any store and get a $2 gift, you actually handmade it. So you thought about the person you were giving to. We're not in that situation now, hasn't it? We're not in that situation. So, yeah, it's really important that, we focus on the relationship, and the gift is secondary to the relationship and to the giver of the gift.
And sometimes acting can come to the fore here. Can you give us 5 simple steps to achieving that perfect gift face?
Yeah,
gift
sure.
receiving face.
Sure. Well, if we look at what we do in terms of training actors, the first thing is that we focus on the relationship.
Yes.
Yeah? So we focus on the giver of the gift rather than the gift itself. So that's number one. Number 2, rehearse.
In front of the mirror.
Really?
Yeah,
Right.
rehearse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, in front of the mirror, or with a housemate, or with your partner, or with a friend, so that when you get to the occasion,
This is serious.
you've got the
Serious
perfect
stuff.
gift face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The third tip would be visualise. Visualise that you're actually getting a gift that you really want. Yeah. Because with actors, the main thing is that we use our imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've taught some pretty big actors. We're not all Kate Blanchett and Joel Edgerton, but we're going to take on this new knowledge that you've given us to see how we go at opening some gifts.
Sure. Yeah.
And you've
They could be great.
thoughtfully prepared something for us.
There's just a couple more tips that I want to
Yeah.
give, is that it's around timing as well. You know?
Right.
So you don't want to overreact, you don't want to have a reaction that's too quick or too slow. And probably the 5th tip would be that if all else fails, then distract by giving your gift, so the
sure,
focus
that's a good
is
trick.
less on you.
Right,
But
okay, all right.
you're right, Richard. Now
I'm
now's
good.
the
Sorry, I've
moment,
got my...
and-
Yeah,
My
I've got...
sister's
is-
done that before. My sister's done that
Okay,
before. Yeah, she's
good.
given the gift straight
Good.
to me.
Well, now
Let's see
you
how
know
these
that-
lads go.
It's
Yeah.
Christmas Eve, but I
Yeah.
think we can be forgiven because you've...
Yeah, and I just
We
want
can
to
have a
say
couple here.
that your production team got together, your producers, your production team, the camera people.
Very kindly.
And they thought really
Right.
carefully
Have they?
about these gifts, and especially just for you. So,
Rip, tear and bust straight into
so
it.
Richard, Merry
Oh, it
Christmas.
looks like...
Thank you so much. So
That
this
looks like
is
a-
this is
looks
from
like a
you.
really good book.
This is from the whole team,
Oh.
especially
How thoughtful.
especially for you.
Thank you so much, team. I really, really appreciate it.
And Jonathan,
I can't
this
tell
is
you how much.
especially for
Thank you.
We'll just maybe we'll wait till
wait.
we've opened
Yes.
that one.
Yeah, this is special.
Oh my Godfather!
Oh, that is so good.
Firefighter's calendar.
Okay.
That is so
well,
fantastic. That's just what I've always wanted.
Yeah.
Steve?
Fantastic.
Okay, well,
Good.
How can I begin?
ten?
Thank you.
What do you think?
I thought he was pretty good.
Pretty good?
Pretty genuine.
Oh,
yeah.
that is just.
well, I'm thrilled too. It's my,
Well, Richard's done 3. Gets better every year.
it's my
actually.
first
Oh,
week
man,
here,
this
so
is
thanks,
great.
crew. You obviously got out of your way.
this is
You've
lovely.
done your homework on what I like.
Oh my goodness!
Honestly, thank you
Gee.
so much.
You could have used those yesterday.
He's battling a bit of a cold, old Jono.
Yeah, that's it. The cold. That was,
cold.
How did I go? I was average, wasn't I?
I
didn't
almost had
concentrate
to.
enough.
I almost had to reach for a tissue myself to just dry my eyes.
Thank you to everyone
The
for this.
sincerity and the authenticity.
This is
was
wonderful.
incredible.
The unwrapping
Thanks,
here
Steve.
is. I'm struggling here.
Oh, my.
You see, this is. I'm building the suspense. You see, I'm
Yeah,
taking my time
absolutely.
unwrapping.
Is this where,
Like
is this where the
unwrapping,
jealous brother
unwrapping.
really doesn't want this guy to get...
Oh, some Himalayan pink rock salt. Oh,
No, it's
yeah.
It's a spare container because
They've even-
normally they're full.
They're full.
You
That's
got an
right.
empty
I've got
one.
an empty one.
Fantastic.
There's a little bit left
How
in
good's
there.
Mr. May, by the way?
Thank you, everyone.